All right, thank y'all for coming tonight. My name is Brian Fisher, and I am going to do the presentation tonight. We're going to do two presentations. First presentation is Enterprise Applications. We're going to explain what Enterprise Applications, Enterprise Software Systems. We're going to talk a little bit about what applications are, what computers are, what software is, and we're going to try to integrate all that together so you would understand what Enterprise Application Systems are. The second presentation we're going to do tonight is how to grill pork chops. We're going to go through little small demonstrations of some safety tips, some things of that nature as far as grilling pork chops. Then we're going to grill pork chops and finish tonight with a good dinner with pork chops. All right, so a little bit of a house call, or a little bit of housekeeping is I'm a little under the weather tonight, so I might cough, I might, grunt a little bit, something like that. I might pop a hog, okay? So there's nothing wrong with me. This is Hog, and if I can see, this is Hog, okay? All right, so just a little bit of housekeeping. I'll try to get this together. All right, so one other thing we're going to do a little different tonight is, you see this? Everybody know what this is? Yeah. It's an orange. Right. Yeah. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to play a little bit of piece of music. Okay, and with the music, I'm going to hand somebody this orange, and then you come up and just say simply what's your name, or who you are, what your name is, or what you do for this. All right? All right. Thank you, ma'am. Alina Fisher. All right. Next person.
Hi, I'm David Marshall, and I'm a retiree.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Fisher, and I go to school. My name is Demetria Fisher, and I am a special ed teacher.
All right. Thank you guys for coming again tonight. All right, so I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. When you think of software, just applications, what do you think about?
Software applications, something that I can use with my students at work.
Okay, students at work? Software, just applications.
Games.
Games, okay, games, absolutely. Alina? Okay, how about when you get on the internet and you play anything, play any games, anything?
Club Penguin.
Club Penguin, all right. David?
Something containing yard work.
Okay, something containing yard work, absolutely. And I'm sure there's an application out there that will do that. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to get started. What is software? What I want to talk about is software. Software is a piece of equipment that you actually load onto a computer that actually helps the computer perform the duties that you would like for it to perform. There's a couple of things that we're just going to talk about as far as software. We're going to talk about, the operating system is a piece of software, and just individual software that you put on the computer that you use on a day-to-day basis. So, what is software? Well, the dictionary.com explains software as a noun, or it gives two definitions. Excuse me, sorry about that. Programs that use to direct and operate the computer, as well as the documentation giving instructions on how to use them. Anything that is not hardware, but is used as hardware. basically what dictionary.com calls.
Is that most of us don't speak their language.
And what we're going to do is we're going to listen to a very small video real quick on what software is.
We need a translator, something that can understand our needs and put the computer to work for us. The translator is called software, and it makes computers useful. Look at it this way. Like a typewriter, a computer without software is just a lifeless machine. By adding software, the computer becomes more alive, easy to use, and built for you. Most computers have two basic kinds, the operating system and software programs. If you've ever used a computer, you've used an operating system. From saving files to using a mouse or fixing problems, the operating system covers the basics. Operating systems come with all new computers and do a lot of the same things. You've seen them called Windows, Mac, and Linux. But the operating system is only part of what we need. To make them personalized and more useful, we can add software programs. For example, if you need to edit a photo, you can add a software program that is built for that purpose. If you need to design a house, you can add a software program that lets you see the house from all sides. By adding and removing software programs, you can make the computer fit with exactly what you want to do. And adding most software programs is easy. You can get them from a computer store or download them from the internet. No computer nerds required. Once a program is on your computer, opening it is as easy as clicking an icon. But what is a software program? What's really happening when you open one? Think about it this way. Computers are really good at following instructions, and a software program is essentially a set of instructions that tells the computer exactly what to do. When you open a program, the computer goes to work, completing the instructions until the program is ready for you to use. The ability to add and remove software programs means that everyone's computer can be different and unique to them. So, to review, we talked about operating systems that take care of the basics and software programs that make computers personalized. It's this combination that makes computers so useful. But
Okay, so
computers is that
software. Anybody think any categories of software?
Can you be more
Little more specific? Thank you. What the video just said was that, you use software, basically operating system is the software that goes in a computer that tells the computer what to do. And then software is some of the applications that you load up on the computer that you can use for like building a house, for playing games, for looking up addresses, or keeping your phone book, or something like that. So, applications that are on your computer. Can anybody think of any category? Okay. Music. Okay. I came up with a couple of them. Security software. Security software, like McAfee, that keeps the viruses out, or at least eradicate them when you get them. Email, right, exactly, that keeps the email. How about your browser? Firefox, Safari, Internet Explorer. All of those are actually applications that you put on your computer, and those are what you use to go out and browse the internet. Business software. There are things like, Microsoft Office actually is a business business software package. What you use with Excel, you use Word as a word processor, Excel, you crunch numbers and things of that nature. So those are business applications. Communication applications. She said email. Instant messaging, yeah. Too bad you don't text, because text would be on there. But
tax software?
Tax software, absolutely. You're correct. Desktop enhancement. Those are the things that you put on there to, screensavers, background items, things to just kind of enhance the beauty or your personality on the computer. Pictures, photographs, yeah, absolutely. Drivers, Drivers are many applications, if you really know it or not, that tells the computer what to do with the particular item that you connect to the computer, which is the hardware you connect to the computer. So drivers are little bitty mini pieces of applications. Education software. Come on, teacher.
Smart board.
Smart board. Right. You like the smart board at school, don't you?
Yes.
How about games?
Yeah.
I know you said that earlier.
Yeah.
Games, all right. And graphics design. You know, you designing a building, you designing a Photoshop, absolutely, is graphic design. Excuse me. AutoCAD is graphic design. Is used in businesses. Home. Things that you use around the home. iTunes, that's good, yeah, because you use a lot of iTunes around a lot of households. A lot of kids are listening to a lot of music and downloading it. MP3 audio, put on there, iTunes. Networking software that can connect. Wireless routers. But actually, the router is a piece of hardware, actually. So that's a different subject. Vacuum cleaner. Really has nothing to do with computers. No, sir.
Well, actually, technically, the design graphic.
Okay, you can design a vacuum cleaner with graphics, and you can probably use another business application software to help out with the actual design. Absolutely. And productivity, what I was saying earlier with the business software was, you know, like the Office and the Word and Excel and things of that nature, is productivity software.
Right.
All right. So, what we're going to do is talk a little bit about different software and how it actually interacts with what I want to say is eventually we're going to get to enterprise software systems. Enterprise software systems are systems that are driven by a server that multiple people can go into and use at the same time. But there's also a certain thing that we call a standalone, application. Microsoft Office is another example that's one that actually could be both. It's a standalone application because you load it up on your computer and you use it and you save the files on your local computer. Okay, once you save the files on your local computer, that's you and it's you alone use it. It's a standalone application. But you can also go out to the internet and share that document that you just created. And once you share that document created, you're actually using a form of an enterprise application. Is when you go to the internet and move it out there. There's a server that's holding and sharing that information, and that will be an enterprise application. So let's talk a little about standalone applications. Standalone application is software that, like I just said, is something that you load up on your local machine and it independently operates on its own. It doesn't need another computer, it doesn't need anything else to actually operate. It's just something that runs completely on its own. Most software programs are standalone programs. Well, I was looking at a video last night, and it was the beauty of enterprise software applications. And it went all the way through the history of enterprise software applications. And one of the things that they talked about was, during the history, was that we had these client-server applications. And the client-server application is that you loaded a client up on your local machine, do all the work, and then that client took all of the information and data and moved it to a server. And that was kind of considered a standalone application software, but it really wasn't because it was a client-server relationship. And the client-server relationship actually went on for quite a few years. For 5 or 6 years, we were developing applications that were client-server applications. What is enterprise software system? Enterprise software systems are any application hosted on a server and which simultaneously provide service to a large number of users, typically over a computer network.
So like Novell would be a